Have you ever wondered what would happen if all the oceans ran out of water? It's a thought that might seem fantastical, but the implications are quite real and far-reaching. Picture a world without marine life, a planet with a drastically altered climate, and landscapes transformed with the emergence of new land. The ripple effects would be monumental, reshaping life as we know it. So let's dive into this thought experiment. Stay tuned to find out how our world would drastically change. To understand the effects of this scenario, let's first understand the role of oceans in our world. The oceans cover about 70% of the Earth's surface. They are like the world's thermostat, regulating our planet's temperature by absorbing over 90% of the heat trapped by greenhouse gases. Beyond temperature control, oceans are a hub of life. They house an estimated 50% of all species on Earth, many of which we haven't even discovered yet. From the tiniest plankton to the largest whales, the oceans are teeming with life that is as varied as it is abundant. Oceans also have a significant influence on our weather. They act as a giant sponge, absorbing the sun's heat and redistributing it around the world through currents. This process creates our climate zones, seasons, and weather patterns. Additionally, oceans provide a critical source of protein for billions of people worldwide, supporting economies and livelihoods. They also produce over half of the world's oxygen thanks to the photosynthesizing marine plants. Lastly, oceans play a pivotal role in the global carbon cycle. They absorb about a quarter of the carbon dioxide humans produce, helping to mitigate the impacts of climate change. So, from supporting a vast array of life to regulating our planet's climate and producing the air we breathe, the oceans are more than just large bodies of water. They are essential to our existence. It's clear that our oceans play a critical role in maintaining life on Earth. Imagine one day you wake up and all the oceans have disappeared. It's an unsettling thought, isn't it? Suddenly, the vast expanse of blue that covers over 70% of our planet is gone. What would happen in such a world? Let's start with the immediate effects. The most obvious one is the disappearance of marine life. From the smallest plankton to the largest whales, the oceans are teeming with life. They are a critical part of the food chain, providing sustenance for millions of species, including humans. Without the oceans, we would lose a significant source of our food, and many species would face extinction. Next, the sudden emergence of new land. With the oceans gone, the Earth's surface would look drastically different. We would have a single supercontinent surrounded by a vast desert. This would create a radical shift in our ecosystems, as species that were once separated by oceans would now find themselves in direct competition for resources, but the changes wouldn't stop there. Our weather patterns would be drastically altered. Oceans act as a buffer, absorbing heat and distributing it around the globe. They moderate our climate, keeping it relatively stable. Without them, we could expect more extreme weather conditions and temperatures. Now let's talk about the long-term effects. The loss of the oceans would likely lead to the extinction of many species. Not just the marine ones, but also terrestrial species that rely on the oceans for survival. The drastic climate changes could make the Earth uninhabitable for many forms of life. Furthermore, the oceans play a key role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Without them, the levels of this greenhouse gas would skyrocket, exacerbating global warming and leading to even more drastic climate changes. In conclusion, life without oceans is a grim prospect. They are vital for our survival and the health of our planet. The disappearance of oceans would indeed lead to a world unrecognizable to us. Let's hope that we never have to face such a scenario. But how would this event impact us, humans? Imagine a world without oceans. The first and most immediate impact would be the loss of a major food source. Currently, the oceans provide a significant portion of our global food supply. Seafood is a primary source of protein for over 1 billion people. With the oceans gone, this source of nutrition would vanish, leading to food scarcity and potential famine. Beyond the dinner table, the absence of oceans would have a profound effect on the air we breathe. You see, marine plants including phytoplankton, kelp, and algal plankton produce more than half the world's oxygen through photosynthesis. Without oceans, these oxygen factories would cease to exist, dramatically reducing the amount of breathable air, and potentially making the planet uninhabitable. The disappearance of the oceans would also have geopolitical implications. As the waters recede, vast tracts of new land would emerge, triggering a scramble for territory and resources. History has shown us that such situations often lead to conflict and even war, as nations vie for control over these new lands. We would also face a devastating impact on our climate. The oceans act as the planet's largest solar panel, absorbing the sun's heat during the day and releasing it at night. They help regulate the Earth's temperature, making our planet habitable. Without them, we could be facing extreme weather conditions and unpredictable climate changes. Finally, let's not forget the psychological impact. The oceans are a source of inspiration and tranquility for many. Their sheer beauty, the sound of waves crashing on the shore, the thrill of diving into their depths, all these experiences that enrich our lives in countless ways would be lost forever. It's evident that our survival is intricately linked with the health of our oceans. Without them, life as we know it would change dramatically and not for the better. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? In conclusion, the disappearance of oceans would lead to a catastrophic chain of events. We've journeyed through the science of the oceans, their vast importance to life on Earth, and the devastating impact it would have on us humans if they were to disappear. From the marine life they sustain, to the climate regulation they provide, the oceans are the lifeblood of our planet. Without them, our world would transform into an inhospitable wasteland, devoid of the rich biodiversity we currently enjoy. Our climate would become erratic and extreme, making survival a daily struggle. And let's not forget the economic and social chaos that would ensue as resources dwindle and societies collapse. The importance of preserving our oceans and implementing sustainable practices cannot be overstated. This is not just about saving the whales or the coral reefs, it's about saving ourselves. Let this thought experiment serve as a reminder of the crucial role our oceans play in our existence and the need to protect them.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. That's all for Nifty Narrations.